Hi, my name is Lorraine Camacho, and I have decided to create a video to talk to people about how to center, balance, and clear their energy in order to protect your energy. Um, it's clear that there are a lot of people who don't understand how to protect their energy, and I feel it's a very important skill to learn um, for two reasons: people who are empathic that don't know how to protect their energy, and then also people who are living in homes and having psychic experiences or energies in their home, and they find that fearful and they're not certain how to protect themselves or their loved ones. So there's a few things you need to understand. So I'm going to go over those briefly, and then I'll talk to you about how to protect your energy. So one thing you need to understand is that love empowers the light, fear empowers the darkness. So the love that we carry in our heart, in our soul, uh, in our body, in our mind, protects our energy from dark energy. Okay, so the brighter our light, the more love that we carry in our heart and in our soul, the greater our protection. Also, remember, darkness cannot exist in the light. So the brighter the light that you emanate from your soul and from your heart center, the greater your protection. And also, our aura is our body's protection, our energetic protection. So if you've gone to psychic fairs and people are taking aura photos, you'll see the images with different colors in your aura. And those colors in that aura is your body's energetic protection. Ways to weaken that aura are alcohol and drugs, whether they be legal or illegal. Anything that affects your consciousness weakens the aura. Also, fear will dim your light, so that will weaken your aura, because love empowers the light, fear empowers the darkness. So you have to understand these three things as you move forward in understanding how to deal with dark energies. And when I talk about dark energies, I think it's important to note, okay, so I will be talking about dark spirits, anything that gives you a negative feeling. And one thing that's most important to understand is that all souls, all spirits, whether they be stuck on the material plane or out in the ether or attached to our bodies or attached to a home or a land, all those energies started out as pure love and light energies from our divine creator. And it is their experiences on the material plane that have dimmed or darkened their energy, darkened their light, because of fear, anger, resentment from those experiences. And they carry that as they leave their body into into the spirit realm or into their energetic selves. And then they stay here or attach themselves to a home. And so you may be living in a house where you're experiencing a dark energy. So it's important to remember that all these energies, at one point, even if you consider it a demon, they all started out as pure love and light energies. Okay, so let's go from that point. So as we so let's just start with how to protect your energy. One of the most important things we need to do is set an intention. So as we go into a state of clear centering and balancing our energy, we have to set the intention that we are clearing, centering, and balancing our energy. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Now, it's a form of meditation. I do this when I meditate. I do this when I do readings. I do this when I'm getting frustrated. I do this when I have people around me that are angry or frustrated or projecting negative energy. I protect my energy with this technique, so their emotions don't affect my emotions. And I bring in the light. So let's just say real simply, I bring in the light through my crown chakra. I bring it through my body and down through the bottom of my feet and down through Mother Earth. And I see it as a plane of light just coming straight through like a laser and just clearing out all my negative energy, anything that I'm carrying. No matter how balanced I maintain my energy, I meditate 3 times a day. No matter what I do, there's always something. I'm human. I'm in physical form. I carry something. I carry it from my past, my childhood, my present, things I worry about in my future. I carry those things with me. So I bring that light through to clear that energy out. And this is what I see. I drew, so let me see if you can see this. So this is Mother Earth. This is me. Now, when I meditate, I lay down. That's my personal preference. But if I visualize myself standing up. If I'm someplace where I'm frustrated, sometimes I'm standing up, sometimes I'm sitting down. But it's not about what you're physically doing, it's what you're envisioning, okay? So I see myself standing up. I bring the light in through my crown chakra, down through my feet and through Mother Earth. And how I was initially taught was to kind of dump that negative energy into Mother Earth. Okay, so I don't do that anymore. What I do is I bring it all the way in, down through my bottom of my feet, through Mother Earth, down into the universe, and I ground myself in the universe, not in Mother Earth, but in the universe. So dropping a little bit of negative energy into the universe is like dropping a little bit of oil into the ocean. It'll eventually dissipate into nothingness. So I drop that negative energy into the universe, let it dissipate, and then I cycle it around up through the top, and I have our divine creator, divinity, our divine source bring in that clear, beautiful love and light down through my being again, and I just cycle it around. And this is what I am envisioning as I do it. I just bring the light down through me, dump that negative energy into the universe, and I just cycle it around on both sides. And I found this image when I was on this website, and I'm like, that's what I see. I didn't know what to call it. And I'm like, that's what I see. So I downloaded this image, and I can't remember where I got it. It's from Esoteric Online. I can't remember the blog. But it is this image, and someone goes, oh, that's a Taurus. And I'm like, what's a Taurus? I had no idea what it was. But this is what I visualize. I see that light coming down through me, down through the bottom of my feet and Mother Earth, and cycling back around. So me and Mother Earth are in the center of that, where that darkest spot is. But it's not, it's like a donut. It's not empty though. It's my light and the light of Mother Earth just kind of coming through and cycling around. So it looks like a donut, but it really isn't, because that's actually the most densest part of the light energy. And I bring it down through and I cycle it around. Now, if you also notice, it looks like a donut, as I said before. Not only do I bring that light energy down and around, but it is around my body. So I bring that light energy through me, down through the bottom of me, and then I also wrap it around me and Mother Earth. So what I'm doing is clearing and balancing and centering my energy while simultaneously protecting my energy by wrapping the pure love and light, our divine creator, around my physical being. And so that barrier, that creates a barrier between me and that energy that's outside myself. So whether it be someone who's really upset and angry and lashing out at the world next to me, or whether it be a dark energy or a dark spirit, that love and light creates a barrier between me and that negative energy, and it protects me from that negative energy. So as an empath, as I feel somebody else is having it could be upset, it could be angry, it could be happy, it could be whatever, it could be many things, but I put that barrier so that their energy does not affect mine, does not influence my energy. I will always, as an empath, feel other people's happiness, sadness, anger, fear, resentment, anxiety. I will always feel those things because I'm empathic. But when I protect my energy, they cannot impose that energy onto me. They cannot, because in my youth, if someone was anxious, I would become anxious. If someone was angry, I could become angry, just like that. If someone was sad, I'd be in tears with them. So it was their energy, even though it was unintentional, I didn't know how to protect my energy, it would be imposed on me. So I now know how to protect my energy from the other person's energy, the other spirit's energy, and then while also kind of using my empathic abilities to help them with whatever they need help with. Now, like I said, when I do this, when I am in an environment that feel like I need to protect my energy. Also, when I am doing readings, I clear, center, and balance my reading with that technique, my energy with that technique. And then I also do the same thing with the person I'm reading. I clear, center, and balance their energy. I wrap that bubble of energy around them to protect their energy. And I explain to them what I'm doing, because when I do this, I am not only protecting my energy, me from imposing my baggage onto them. I'm projecting my energy from their baggage onto me. But then I also bring down the light that comes through both of us and put one big bubble around both of us. So I have a bubble around me, a bubble around the person I'm doing a reading for, and then I'm also putting a bubble around both of us. So I'm protecting both of our energies from the people that are around. So if I'm at a fair, especially, so other people's energy doesn't impose themselves onto our reading. So again, I use that when I'm meditating. I do that when I am doing readings for people. I do that when I walk into an environment that I feel like I need to protect my energy. That is my go-to. I do it when I'm meditating. It can be for 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I could do it for 5 seconds or 5 minutes if I'm in line somewhere at the grocery store or whatever, and I feel like I need to protect my energy because people are getting anxious because they want to get home. Any circumstance. And the other thing is, the second that you see that, I'm a very visual person, so the second I visualize that, it's there. I have that protection. It's instantaneous. I just see that light come in and around me, and it's right there, and I know it, and I trust it, and I believe in that. So I set the intention of clearing, centering, and balancing my energy, as well as protecting my energy. And I do this in all circumstances. I will walk into any negative environment. I am not afraid of any kind of negative energy, spirits, demons, whatever, because I know the second I bring that light in and I have centered and balanced my energy, that I'm completely fortified. So part of this is not only setting the intention, but the belief, knowing in my heart, my mind, body, and spirit that I am protected no matter what. I am safe. Darkness cannot exist in the light. I know that emphatically. I keep my light bright. I keep my energy centered and balanced. My actions are always derived from a place of love and light. I'm not malicious in my actions. On occasion, if I become frustrated or angry with my kids especially, I always backtrack and think about what I did and why I did it. And maybe if I was a bit harsh, I'll always go and apologize to them and tell them that I will work on not behaving in such a manner, because I am human and sometimes I make mistakes. But every day in my life, I focus on coming from a place of love and light, goodness and kindness, and I always come from a place of coming from a place of do no harm. Okay, as long as I always set that intention of working from that place, actions driven from a place of love and light, there is no failure. There is no failure when your actions are driven and derived from a place of love and light. And so I always come from that place. So I always maintain a clear, centered, and balanced energy. So I am extremely confident in that. And I trust in that always. I do not fear the darkness. I do not fear the darkness. And so I encourage you all to work on bringing in that light, centering and balancing your energy, and protecting your energy. Also, like I said, when I do readings, I do the same thing. I protect my energy and the person I'm sitting with. I also will do that with my children. If I feel worried about my kids, like when they go to bed and my son's been having nightmares, I always bring in the light. I sit with him and I talk to my kids about doing this, and he brings in the light, centers and balances his energy and protects his energy, and I will also fortify his energy. So if you're a mother and you have worried about your children or something that's happening in your home, or a father, it is completely acceptable and possible for you to bring in the light energy and protect your energy, but also bring in light energy to your child and surround and protect your energy. You just set that intention. I would say, bring in the light, ground my child, surround and balance their energy, my energy, and I would say, ask my angels and guides, the divine creator, divinity, to protect and fortify my child's energy from a place of love and light. Do not let any dark energy impede or instill fear into my child. And that would be it. For the rest of the night, I would do it every night. And then I would even go so far as to set the intention every night that I will maintain this protection throughout their day and night. And so if at one point I forget to do it at night, please come in and protect and center and balance my child's energy. Ask children by nature are heavily fortified by angels and guides. They are heavily fortified. But if you worry about them, you can bring, your consciousness can bring the things you fear to your child. So you have to work on centering your energy, controlling your fears, and not projecting those fears, as well as centering, balancing, and protecting your child. And so let me re-emphasize the importance of your belief, mind, body, and spirit, that when you do this, that you are protecting your child, and that your divine creator, our divine creator, is protecting your child's energy from these dark energies. So I want to talk about honoring the different paradigms, the belief systems, but I also want to talk about, so let me just talk about that really quick. So I have met people who have described themselves as pagans, as Wiccan, so we have Christians. There are so many different people who worship, like I think of as druids, worshiping earth energy. Whatever your belief system, the energy that comes from love in your belief system, that is what you are bringing into your body and fortifying your energy with. So if you believe in and you worship oak wisdom and energy from the earth, use that oak wisdom and energy from the earth to come into your body and protect your energy. That is completely acceptable. It does not have to be my belief system. It does not have to be my angels and guides. You don't have to say angels and guides if that's not your thing. However that works for you, use that, because it's completely acceptable. It's completely acceptable. There are so many people on this planet that have live from different paradigms and belief systems based on where they live, but spirituality is universal. We just use different definitions, words, descriptors to describe the same thing. So whatever that love, light, energy is that you have from your belief system, use that as your protection, okay? And what was the one last thing I wanted to say? Oh my goodness. I can't remember right now, so I guess it must not be important. But so let's focus on those things. Let me just review. Love empowers the light. Fear empowers the darkness. Darkness cannot exist in the light. And your aura's protection. Your aura is your body's energetic protection. So you want to keep that as clear and balanced and centered as possible. I don't even drink coffee. I don't drink or do any kind of drugs, and then I don't even drink coffee. That's my one vice. I don't even drink coffee before I do readings because I want the most clear and balanced energy when I'm channeling energy. I think that's it. If you have any questions, I'm going to post this on YouTube, but I'm also going to post it in a few groups. You can send me questions in the comments, or you can send me an email through my website. Thank you so much. Bye.